everybody! Yep. Just a sec. Okay, since I've got things positioned so that I can see the stream chat here, I won't necessarily see new follows, just the chat, but it works. Okay, caca my headphones so that I'm not... Hey, Silver! Okay. Okay, logging in. Alright. Okay. Okay. Aww. Okay, now, anyone who was here last time I streamed 14 might notice that the surroundings look a little different. That's because I returned to Olda. Okay. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to return to the... Yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is remember how the map works. Where am I? Okay, Okay, I'm just gonna teleport. First place I'm going is to the Weavers Guild so that I can pick up the quest. Not gonna do the quest, I just want to pick it up. Okay. If I can. Alright. Yep, I can. Right. Okay. Okay. Ah, Tink. You'll do. Make me a dozen bolts of undyed hempen cloth as fast as you can. Note the palpable sense of urgency. Time is of the essence, my girl. Right. Yeah. I'll do that. Later. Now, having done that, I'm going to Gridania. Okay. Now I just need to find the... wait. What? Can't say. Okay. Ethernet. was in here, I think. Why wouldn't it be over here for one thing? Let's see. Yep. Now I just need to figure out who to talk to in order to get the quest. Is it you? No. I don't think. Wait. Huh? What's the Valentine's Day event called? This is the location, right? Huh? But they don't have a quest. They don't have a quest marker. See? There's no quest marker. Yeah, when I tried clicking on both of them, it said that I need to first complete a different quest. But I don't know where that other quest is. If it turns out I have to progress MSQ, I'm gonna be annoyed. Because I wasn't going to progress MSQ today. Well, yeah, but... Well, yes, Rock. The power quest needs to be first, but... Is chat on screen? I'm gonna peek. Okay, yes. Okay, But where's the pirate quest? Yeah, what's the start of that? Where's the start of the Valentine's quest? Ah, of course it is. Alright. Okay, I'll return. Okay, I'll return to... I guess I'll return to... Oh, duh. Do the... return to Uldad, do what I'd said I was going to. At the very least, I was still going to progress the Pugilist questline a bit before continuing MSQ anyway, so that's only a small loss. Alright. Time to switch to Pugilist so that I can see that. Okay. Let's see, where am I going? Okay, Blackbrush Station is closest. Yeah, okay, Blackbrush Station is closest, so I'll just quickly jump over there. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to get Pugilist moving at least a little bit, just because of how I left it for so long. I felt kind of guilty. No, I am not gonna engage in that. I'm not going to join in the okay. It's probably down there. Okay. Alright. Sure. Hi. Balls! That's... What? I just realized that was on... Okay. Gahaha, we've really outdone ourselves this time. Whoop. It was on... Let's see. It is you, isn't it? Chuchito. And Master, it's been a while. You've actually get with nary a word and we find you here smuggling summoners with those villains? What is the meaning of this? Rivakuta, my boy, I didn't teach you how to fight so that you could become a pox on society. My student or no, you must be held accountable. Chuchito, Tink, your lesson begins. Apprehend the smugglers. You lot take care of these meddlers. Rivakuta, I cannot take you seriously. Wait, they just ignored me. here. Well, I have no idea what I was doing. I'm on holy talk. If you know who I am, then you'll know what's good for you. Come quietly, or there will be trouble. Holy Fist? Don't make me laugh. You're being fooled, all of you. Who's fooling who? What in the world are you talking about? It was a dark night several moons ago. I was out in the wilds, training alone. From a distance, I caught sight of Master leaving the tavern and turning for the city. Thinking to accompany him back, I followed on his heels and was about to call out when I saw this. You would challenge the Holy Fist? You have fighting spirit, I'll grant you that, but you'd do well to know your limits. So be it. Yeah. Master? You read my every move. You're no ordinary marmot. All I wanted was to be surrounded by scantily clad maidens when my time came. The gods are cruel. Master, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Now you've seen it with your own eyes. Master was beaten by a marmot. A common, bleeding marmot. He would remind us how strong he was at every turn, but he was lying through his teeth. I could scarce believe my eyes. Wait till Master Wegfire learns of this. Forgive me, Chuchuto, Tink. I didn't mean to deceive anyone. Least of all my students. Hamon Holy Fist conquered every foe that stood before him, but he couldn't conquer old age. My strength, my reflexes, my endurance, they've all left me. There's nothing here but a decrepit old man. I will be alone for a while. I'll make my own way back to the guild. From now on, you're to do as Chuchuto bids, Tink. Okay. Now I'll move on to main quest. Okay, where am I going? Bulwark Hall. I don't remember where Bulwark Hall is. Oh, it's just right over there. I figured that out. Okay. Alright. Greetings, madam, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies, we cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please step this way. Okay.
Enter.
Okay.
So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you.
Thanks?
This way.
Okay.
I bid you welcome.
Thank you.
I am Melvib Blufisvin,
Oh.
Admiral of Limso Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom.
Lufiswin, okay.
Now, what news from Thanalan?
Well, a memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Gallian Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was in answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Galdamald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans. The Meteor Project. Legatus Nel Vandarnus, hell's take him, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon, Dalamund, from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartoneau Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartoneau, and I have seen full many. I think I caught a glimpse of that in my vision. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamund came a winged creature, a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louisoix still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nations struggle to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all. We need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us, save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Ralban has the right of it. I accept his proposal. That's nice. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. You travel next to Gridania, yes? Yep. Pray give my regards to the Elder Seedseer. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Tink. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. Okay. Hi, Rock. Airship landing. I almost reached for the arrow keys. Airship landing, airship landing, airship landing. Where's the airship landing again? Probably on a lower floor. Where's the elevator? Where was the lift? I forgot where the lift was. I don't know what the Admiral was talking about. What? Oh, there he is. Where am I going? Airship landing. Okay. There you are. Okay. Greetings, madam. This is a counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. A pleasure to serve you again, madam. Are you ready to board the airship to Gridania? I guess? So the pirate quest is in MSQ. So I just have to keep following the trail. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Flying off once again. Okay. Let's see. Ah, you must be the envoy from Old Ah. Welcome to Gridania, madam. The Elder Seed Seer awaits your arrival. Okay. Hi. Anyway. Greetings, good madam. You are the Uldan envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper, and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nafika's altar. She will admit you to the lotus stand where the Elder Seed Seer waits. Okay. Next challenge. Finding the way out of the building. Up here? Nafika's altar. I'm going to Old Gridania. Fastest way to get there is just to warp. Hi, Zare! Okay, which one's closest to that place? Conjurer's Guild. Is there? Okay. You are the old envoy? Begging your pardons, madam, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Sure. Okay. Verily, this is the seal of the Supreme Commander of the Immortal Flames. Please come with me. Okay. Hi.
So you are the Uldan envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome.
Thank you.
Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seed Seer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartano. Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? Some. It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That is well. A message from the Admiral? A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you say? I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I would tell you more of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations in Ilsabard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of magitech, some 50 years past, helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilsabard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. Yet Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of magitech alone. Its success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zos Galvas, the man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long, and after more than 80 winters, it is said that he grows frail and ever more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much-needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea, in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius van Baelsar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easy. The calamity wreaked such devastation upon the realm that it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds. Never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we do not have the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, whose very existence is a bane upon the land. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the peoples of Eorzea together when last the Empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make this proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. Huh. Your work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Flame General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Okay. Okay, before I do that, literally do not remember how to summon minions. But I may as well put it into my list. Okay. I pray your meeting with the Elder Seedseer went well, my lady envoy. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Merlwib? I just heard it and now... Bluffiswen of Limsa Laminsa? I had to slip into her accent to say it. While you were there, did you happen to meet Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench? Bluffiswen, thank you. Gregarious gentleman, always happy to help his fellow man. I think I spoke with him once when I went to get a room there. Well, I am told that he has a task for a capable adventurer. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you are interested in learning more, pray speak with Baderon at his establishment. Okay. So, quick question, Silver. Clearly it said that using the airships costs skill. And I know that teleporting costs skill as well. Is one of them cheaper than the other? So, okay, one of them is cheaper. What's cheaper, teleporting or airships? Oh, you can teleport me? Sure. Okay. Alright. Okay. Thank you. That is definitely going into the lore, by the way. Thanks. Why did I do that? Okay. Alright. Alright. Yep, that's absolutely gonna go into the lore once I get around to writing this round. Where? Upper decks. Okay, what's closer? Yeah, the aft castle is close enough. Eh, I took the... Okay. There it is. Yeah, I could have taken the lift, but using the Aetherite helps me get used to it. Alright. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... Aye, I'm Baderon, alright. Who's asking? Ah, I heard as I've got a job for a capable adventurer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. What do these look like? Okay, that's fun. That's certainly a look. I think I like that better than what I'm currently wearing. And I have Phoenix Dance. Alright. Yeah, I'll... That's just me seeing. Can I put it on... Well... I am planning on starting Gladiator pretty soon, so I guess I'll be using that for that. Here we go. Okay. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Thank you, Saribot. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago as the Fishback's pet pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Batteron, I should be happy to elaborate. And I'm just reading that whatever because I don't know. Hello, sir. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Raynor? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the I keep wanting to say Sastasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of corals had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Sure. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located in western Lanoskia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vmelpa? She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lass. Thanks. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Lower decks, lower decks. Am I already on the... Okay, I'm on the upper decks, so... Okay. Alright, so... saying this out loud just so that it's on record in my... Okay. So it's on record in my VOD for future reactions, for future adjustments. Let's see. Airships are cheaper than teleporting. So if I need to go from Ul'dah, because let's be real, returning costs nothing. If I need to go from Ul'dah to Limsa or Gridania, yeah, you can double check to be sure, but I think I just went past something. Okay. Yeah, you can double check, but yeah. Yeah, if one is cheaper, I'd rather use that one if I have to jump back and forth between the city-states. Which I probably will a little bit. But yeah. Yeah, if one of them is cheaper... Considering... I'm not sure how much... Yeah, obviously it's like... Yeah, I'm not exactly rolling in dough. I'm doing well enough. $120-ish versus 450-ish. Okay, yeah, got it. So airships are generally cheaper. So yeah, I'll keep that in mind for future. Obviously, if a friend is willing to teleport me to a location, that would be wonderful, but if I'm playing by myself and no one else is on, and I need to go to Gridania or... Yeah, I need to go to Gridania or Limsa, airships are cheaper. Okay. You're here about Commodore Rayner's investigation? Then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Airport. Once you arrive in Western Lanasha... Yeah, cadence correct. Once you arrive in Western Lanasha, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sastasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on the way to Sastasha, just north of Airport. Head inside and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. That is actually funny, I keep accidentally strafing. Okay, Hall of the Novice, Hall of the Novice. I'm going out there. we go. So I was supposed to talk to you. This ferry is bound for Airport. Are you riding with us? Yep. I really need to get over that... Hi. I really need to get over that resistance of talking to people. Eat the right search. I'm in a new location. Eat the right search. Whee! Also, I need to talk to the Chocobo Keep. Oh, this is a fun music. And right over here. Okay. Alright. Where's the next one? Okay, there is one down in this direction. May as well grab it, and then where am I going from there? As tempting as it is to... As tempting as it is to go dashing off in the direction of the next aetheryte, I'm gonna continue the... So here's where Zur first started. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of the Sastasha Seagrot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him, and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. Alright. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Sastasha Seagrot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Okay. Alright. Alright. Hello, Vesper Bat. Alright. Oop. Gotta go this way. After 2 different wrong turns. Okay. Okay. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods! I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra? We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality have been seen passing in and out of Sastasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback-fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue face tattoos. Alright. Okay. Dungeon! Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. I would love the help, yes. Okay. Okay, you can destroy things at that high level if you want. Let's see. Just running through this. Okay. Yeah, you can just destroy things. Technically, I could too. I just have trouble aiming because I am level 24. So, okay. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. I'll be following you. fun, Rock. There we go. Yeah, I'll... Whoa. Okay. Yeah, if I wasn't trying to get through this... Yeah, I appreciate the help. Yeah, I would attempt to participate more if... What are we doing? Okay. Um... As I was saying... Okay. If I wasn't trying to get far enough along to do the Valentine event, I would want to be trying a bit harder at being a team player, so to speak. But since this is just us trying to... Yeah, since we're just trying to... Oh! Yeah, basically... This is just me trying to get to the Valentine event sooner. Whoops. Come on. There you are. Yeah, this is just us trying to get me to the point where I can do the Valentine events. And Tink acts like she participated at all. Thank you! Yeah, someday I'll see about, like, going through this with, okay. Yeah, someday I'll see about going through this dungeon again and actually basically try. But the Valentine's event is more important to me at the moment. Okay, back to the drowning wench. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep, that's why I'm heading back to the... Yep, that's why I'm heading back to the... Words. That's why I'm heading back here. Ow. Okay, the only trouble with the way I'm wearing my headphones to make sure I'm not shouting is it puts pressure on my ears in a weird way, and then and that's not fun. Okay, where am I going? Back to the drowning wench. And it's raining. Hello, giant heart balloon. Okay. Okay. Such a tax goes on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Ah. Might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sastasha? Yep. It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor, none the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You are right, of course. But there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader! Kikina. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, milady. Thank you. Yeah, bye. That was weird. Back are you, then? With all your limbs and a tail to tell, I'll wager. Yep. Fishbacks? And there I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or 3. 7 hells. You turned your back for 5 bloody minutes, and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sastasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask for no more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking it on another job. It just so happens that I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the forest folk are in need of a venture what can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. Okay. Now here's the question. Sure. And here's the question. Am I going to accept the quest now? I'm not gonna worry about it. I can always come back. Okay. Now I can do this. Thank you, sir. Oh, now the fun... Okay. Hang on. Just curious. What are the levels of my... That's level 10. Alright. Oh. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I really want to get some of my other things up high enough to where I can do others besides just pugilist. I want to be able to do stuff as other things. Oh. Well met, friend. I am Astrid, emissary of love and honor. Though the Valentione's Day celebrations are underway, I'm afraid that we are still preparing for the main events of the day. And I am Emily, aspiring emissary of love. Say, you have the air of an adventurer about you. We're in dire need of assistance to see the festivities get underway, and an adventurer might be just what we're looking for. If it's not too much of an imposition, might I ask for your aid? Oh, I've got everything else unlocked. Mostly, it's just I haven't. It's just, yeah, I've got these. I just haven't collected them yet. And I know what I'm gonna collect next. Next, I'm gonna be collecting Gladiator. It's just that all of what I currently have is way lower level. So I need to, at some point, that's gonna be one of my recording sessions later, just on a different day, just trying to level up. Just gathering new and leveling up just enough that I can actually take on, like, at least the holiday quests. Without having to be on Pugilist all the time. Sure thing. Oh, thank you! We've been hard at work getting everything ready for today. I even designed this fetching new outfit. And everything was perfectly in hand until we ran into a spot of bother. Allow me to explain. To celebrate Valentione's Day, we were to serve rather generously sized cakes to be shared with one and all. However, operations ground to a halt at the last minute, leaving our plans, and cakes, half-baked. Sure thing. The emissaries dispatched to assess the situation should be returning presently with further details. Would you mind joining us at the amphitheater entrance to meet them? I should be fine? I'm not sure. Yes. Okay. Hi. Oh, it's Bakery Bedlam in there, Kupo! Those pesky mammoths should be creating confectionaries brimming with ardor and affection, but instead they insist on being a nuisance and an obstruction. It was all too much for us to handle alone. As I suspected, this may be best left to someone more skilled in the art of physical altercations. This is Cup, our Moogle emissary of love, who labors tirelessly to deliver his missives of ardor and affection to lovelorn souls the realm over. He has been instrumental in the celebrations of many a Valentione's Day. And I'm gonna sit here and just wait until the ad break stops, because I can see that I have multiple people in the chat watching me, but I don't know how many of them are actually subscribed. So I'll just be patient. I know these are going to be going up on YouTube, so it's not that big of a deal, but still. Holding up... yeah. Okay, I'll look into that at some point. Alright. Alright, and there we go. How could I have turned down a request for aid after hearing the plan for such lavish deliveries of love, Kupo? Many paws make light work, so as they say. So I collared a fellow Mog and flew over post haste to lend our aid to the patissiers of House Valentione. These deliveries of love are nothing less than the cakes in question. Valentione's Day is a time to foster affection for one another, and how better to do so than by sharing a sweet treat? When we shared our vision with Cup, we soon came to the realization that we would need a facility capable of baking confectionery of colossal proportions. Oh? As luck would have it, there was an old manor on the outskirts of the Twelveswood, so House Valentione snapped it up and turned it into a grand patisserie. I don't know if I'm pronouncing any of those right, but it's fine. Everything was falling into place until the bespoke Mehmet patissiers commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild went on a rampage. I would swear they had lost their minds, had they any to begin with. Yet, why, the little fiends took us for common cake thieves, Kupo. They all but barred off the kitchen in their ceaseless frenzy. Though we have a whistle to stop the mammoths in emergencies, they were upon us before my little lungs could fill with enough puff. I fear the situation may be beyond my power, Kupo. Even with the mammoths behaving so, we cannot recklessly destroy such custom clockwork pieces. Which means... Please, Tink. You're our only hope. Will you dodge the malfunctioning mammoths, decorate the cakes, and save Valentione's Day? For the sake of those eagerly awaiting the festival, I beg you! I'll be silly. You two no doubt have matters to attend to here, so allow me to accompany our brave adventurer friend and provide what support I can, Kupo. Thank you. I'm sure that together, you will soon have matters in hand. Alright. Okay. Alright, it's an instance. I don't want to pour any more potential levels into Pugilist at the moment, so I'm going to change to Weaver. Yeah, I'll try. Ah. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I did manage to get into a group. Okay. What? Ryuga! Hi! Hi there! How's it been doing? think it's exclamation. It's either exclamation point shout out or. Okay, music's gonna cut off for a sec. I'll take. There, I did it. Everybody followed. Okay. Whoop. Nope. Away. I'm frozen. Almost made it! Okay, I don't know what was going on, but... Away! Okay, I got frosted, but it's fine. Very funny. That was weird. Why was I on auto run? No, Ryuga's not. I don't think Ryuga's here at the moment. How do I get that menu off the screen? I've got a menu stuck on the screen. How do I get it off? Ah! I'm stuck. But I think it's interfering with my ability to click things. I can't click anything. There. Okay. Very funny. You go get some food, Ryuga. Absolutely. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. That was weird. All of a sudden I felt like I was stuck. Wait. Okay. There. Felt like I was stuck. That was weird. Alright. Okay. Alright. I must offer my thanks again, Tink. I've never seen such charming confectionery. Now we can finally get the festivities underway. That said, with such a large-scale operation, we can hardly ask you to oversee the production of each and every cake. Would you be able to share the secret of your success? Panic? Okay. Okay. That is the question, isn't it? Yeah, I don't even know how I got that bar up on the middle of my screen to begin with. Okay. I am not intimidated. One might be intimidating to a Moogle. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I don't even know how that popped up. Alright. Lancers Guild. Teleporting is faster. Okay. Okay. After the cutscene. Okay. Okay. I wish I... Well. Yeah, that is the question, isn't it? Thank you. Alright. Back to... Well, first. Okay. Alright. HUD layout. Okay. How would I change its shape? Um... Okay. Let's see, I'll put it over here, I guess? Yeah, I'll leave it there. For now. If it ends up in the way again, I'll move it some other time. Okay. In the meantime. Okay. Yeah. And I know full well it wants me to go back to... Yep. And it'll want me to turn the... I need to go back to Pugilist. See, this is why I want to... This is why I want to get other things leveled up. So that I don't have to be Pugilist just to do an event quest. That is very pretty. Yeah. Good, they put canopies over the cake so that it wouldn't get wet. Hmm. Sure. Yeah, I'll see about trying again, possibly tomorrow? Huh. Sure. Oh, so that's currency. Fun. Yeah, I'll just play with that at some point later. Okay. So where is the shop? Okay, the house Valentine made. Where are you? There you are. Huh? Oh. There's a skirt. I have wanted a skirt. Okay, it looks like the sets are... Yeah, it looks like the sets are essentially cozy and comfy. Yep. Oh, that's pretty. What do you look like? Actually, what's a skirt look like? I didn't actually try it on. Okay. It comes with leg accessories. And okay, what's the beret look like? I don't, nah. But I will get the cardigan. Um... nothing else for now. Actually, are they dyeable? Does it say? They are. Ooh. Um. And do I want to get the beret? Do I want to get the berets? Either of them? I'm really not that big on hats. Sure. I'll get them. Not like I don't have the chocolates for it. There. I'll think about whether I want to get anything else. I can always come back. I'll play later. Let's see, what did I want to do anything further? Where's Gridania's Inn again? What was it called? Is that it? Okay. So back to the Aetherite. Okay. Cause yeah, I'm thinking of just calling this. I'm thinking of calling stream for now. Okay. South. I realized I was going the wrong way. Okay. Alright. gonna just throw the Valentine stuff into the... Yeah, I'll just throw... Yeah, I'll throw the Valentine stuff into my glamour chest. For now. Ah. I figured that out. Okay. I figured they went together. There. Okay. Yep. Okay. Why are they not there? Ah, okay, now they just... Now I can't do anything unless I use glamour prisms. Alright. Wait a minute. Oh! That... I told you I don't know how glamour prisms work. I apparently need at least one more before I can finish the item. Before I can finish it. Alright. Whoa, okay. In the meantime... I'm going to call it for today. Ow! Okay, now I'm going to look for a raid target. I actually have... Yeah, Ralphie seems like a good choice. Therefore... Alright. Okay. Looks like Ralphie Puss is playing Look Outside. Which is... Sure. Seems a bit of a tone shift from what I've been doing, but it's fine. So, in the meantime, thank you all very much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. You can do whatever you want for a raid message. And I'll see you next time. Bye.